This tiny detail can make your CLO3D garment look 10 times more realistic. Today, I am going to show you how to create a clean drawcord with the stopper in just a few simple steps. Let's jump in. I've already got my hoodie ready. So now let's add the drawcord. Before we do anything, I am going to select the entire garment pattern, right click and choose freeze. This is just a safety step. It keeps the garment from shifting around while we work so we don't accidentally ruin the fit. As you can see, the hood is pretty loose and that makes it hard to see what we are doing inside. So I am just going to lift the fabric up a little to give myself a better view. Next, I'll grab the tag to avatar tool from 3D window. I'll click on the point of the hood, then click on the point of the avatar. Now hit the simulation. There we go. The hood is being held open, giving us a nice clean workspace. First, go to the object browser, select the hoodie fabric and click copy. I'll rename the duplicate so it's easier to tell the two fabric apart and avoid any confusion later. Next, grab the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Let's move it closer to the avatar so we can better judge the size. I'll scale it down a bit until it looks about right. Alright, now grab the edit pattern tool, right click and choose offset as internal line. You can set whatever offset distance you like. I am just going to leave it at the default since it works perfectly for what we are doing. Click OK. Next, switch to the fold arrangement tool and click on that internal line. Rotate the green axis around the blue circle until the fold direction looks right. Okay. Now press N to activate the segment swing tool and sew both ends together. So far, so good. Now let's keep the drawcord under control. Select the pin tool and place a pin on each end of the drawcord. This step is actually really important because when we hit simulate, this pin will hold the drawcord in place. Without them, the whole thing will drop down and that's definitely not what we want. Perfect. Next, head over to the property editor. I am changing the particle distance to 0.8 and the thickness to 0.1 to get a much cleaner, smoother cord. Now that everything is set up, we don't need those bottom pins anymore. Select them, right click and choose delete selected pins. And that's it. Pretty satisfying, right? Okay, although I think it's looking a little too thin, I'll stretch it just a bit. Yeah, that already looks much better. Okay, now let's make it look even more realistic by adding a texture. I'm using one that I downloaded from Clo Connect. If you'd like to use the same one, I've left the download link in the description below. All right, now it's time to switch the drawcord to the hoodie. The easiest way to do that is by matching the length of the cord. Right click on the cord and choose change length. We'll simply copy the length value from here. Now select the internal polygon tool and draw a straight line where the cord will be attached. Switch back to the edit pattern tool, right click choose change length, paste the value we copied earlier, and click OK. I'll just reposition the line slightly. Fine. Then press N to activate the swing tool and stretch the drawcord to the internal line. So I'll remove the remaining pins and hit simulate. Much better, right? I'll also tweak the texture surface a little, and that's look really clean. For the final touch, select the internal line, press Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to duplicate it. Place the copied line just below the original with a small gap between them. Finally, sew the bottom section to the drawcord to this new internal line. And that's it. Now the drawcord sits naturally, straight to the hoodie, and give the garment that polished, production ready finish. Now it's time to add the stopper. First, I'll grab the tack tool and tack both sides of the drawcord together. This just keeps everything in place while we position the stopper. Okay. For the stopper, I'm using one that's already in my library. If you'd like to use the same one, I've left the download link in the description below. Once you import it into the scene, place it roughly where both end to the drawcord meet. Take your time with this part. Those tiny adjustments really make a difference. You want the cord to look like they are naturally passing through the stopper, not floating behind it or clipping through it. Okay. Once you are happy with the placement, simply copy and paste the draw code along with its internal line to create the second side. Position it, sew it the same way, and add another stopper. And just like that, you have got a clean, realistic drawcord setup completely with stopper on both sides. I hope you found it helpful and picked up a few useful tips along the way. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more CLO3D tutorials, and let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.